Hi, everyone. Well, here we are again. And I'm so sorry that we have to change our tour plans one more time. I know you've all waited so long for the concerts, and I appreciate your loyalty. I'm getting treatment from my doctors, taking medication, but I'm still experiencing some spasm, and it's taking a lot longer for me to recover than I had hoped. By now, I am convinced that you should be so fed up with all of this and waiting for so long. And I wanted you to know that I'm sorry for this news.
Hi there, my name is Gilbert, and I'm a filmmaker and a YouTuber and a massive fan of Celine Dion. I know many of you from the Celine Dion websites, the fan sites, Facebook, Instagram, all of the groups on social media, and I'm hoping to get to know a lot more of you. But in this moment, I'm hoping that we can all join forces to do something very special for our Queen Celine. For 4 decades now, Celine Dion has given us her heart and her soul in languages and on stages across the world many times over. And like you, watching this video from her, I was devastated watching her grieve for having to cancel and reschedule shows because of what's going on with her health, something that she cannot even control, and watching her frustration because she really wants to be there for us. I feel like this is a great opportunity for her to hear from us. I feel like us as fans who mean just as much to her as her own flesh and blood is really who she needs to hear from right now to assure her that we're okay, that we are not, as she said, fed up with what's going on, or even with her, that we still love her and we're wishing her well for this recovery. To accomplish this, I'm hoping that we can do 2 special videos. You can choose to participate in either one or both, and here's what they are. Video number 1. This will be the very first video that will be released in early June. The purpose of this video is to ease her mind so that she can hear from us, the fans, as we tell her, Celine, we love you, and we're okay. We're not going anywhere. You are absolutely free to take as much time as you need to heal and get better and stronger. I'm really hoping she'll see that we are not holding her accountable or blaming her for the recanceling or the rescheduling of these shows. Video number 2. This video will be the very fun video. We will release this right before the new shows where she's coming back to sing for us after she's made her recovery. Remember, you don't have to be in both videos. You can just choose one, but you're absolutely welcome to participate in both. You can use a high definition DSLR if you have one, or you can just use your smartphone. I mean, these things pretty much are high definition DSLR, whether you have Samsung or a Galaxy or an Android or an iPhone. They're all pretty much the same. All I ask is that when you record, you don't record up and down vertically like this. Record sideways. This is called horizontal or landscape. The reason for that is when you record vertically like this, up and down, you get black bars on the side, and that doesn't look really good on a video, especially if we're gonna release it on YouTube. So remember to record, sideways. Make sure that you have a lot of light in front of you and that there's not a lot of light going on in the back unless you do have light in front of you. Because you want to make sure that you're well lit, because if you take video in front of a window where there's a lot of light pouring in, it's going to blur out your image or make it really, really dark and full of shadows, and we don't want that. We want to see your beautiful face. So when you're recording, you can't see, but there are lights right here near, if you have a ring light, or if you want to do it in front of the window, so the camera's back is to the window, but all of this wonderful light is shining on your face, that will be the best so that we can see you when you're talking to Celine. All right, reminders for video number 1. Tell her who you are and where are you from? Number 2, tell her how much she means to you. Number 3, tell her that you support her road to recovery and you're gonna be there for her when she comes back. Then I want you to count backwards from 3, like this. 1, 2, 3. And say, we're not going anywhere. Get well, Celine. We love you. Right? I'm gonna do a montage. I'll have everybody on the screen. Not a montage, what do you call that? I guess it's like a montage, a collage, where everyone's on the screen saying that in unison. So it'll be like we're saying it in a group, like we're a crowd, because we are. Try to make your clips around 60 seconds for each video. They can go a little bit under or a little bit over. I just wanna make sure that we have enough footage, but then also not too long, because I'm hoping that, millions of you submit. I don't know about millions, but deadlines for video submissions are May 22nd, 2022. By the way, Celine Dion is an international artist, and I want everybody contributing to this as possible. But because I have to edit it and I only speak English, I know I'm so sorry. I'm gonna ask that if you do send your video where you're speaking a different language, can you please transcribe it for me and then translate it for me using Google Translate so that I understand what you're saying and then I can edit it correctly in context and make sure that it vibes and it's just as important as everybody that's speaking English, because as a fan, no matter what language you speak, your voice matters, and I'm here to make sure that everyone's included. After you're done recording, remember, sideways on your phone, simply log on to WeTransfer.com, and directly from your phone, you can go into your photo gallery and you can select the video and you can upload it straight there at WeTransfer.com. And in the box, it will ask you who you want to send it to. Send it to Gilbert Gonzalez Jr. TV at gmail.com. Make sure that you label the video this way in either the title or the body. If you're submitting for video number 1, write video number 1, dash, and then enter your name, dash, the city or province in which you're from, dash, the state or country, dash, the language that you are speaking. This is my example. Video 1, dash, Gilbert Gonzalez Jr., dash, Los Angeles, California, dash, United States, dash, English. I know it's kind of long, but it helps me organize all the entries as they come in. Video number 2, again, this is optional, but this is the video where we rev up the energy. This is your chance to greet Celine in a fun and exciting way. Tell her who you are, where you're from, and which concert you're gonna see her at on the Courage World Tour. And feel free to get a little silly with some of your Celine paraphernalia. Is that a right word? Interact with anything Celine related. Show off your t-shirts, coffee mugs, dance and point in front of a poster, a keychain, anything. Then you're gonna count backwards from 3. 1, 2, 3. And say, welcome back, Celine. We can't wait to see you. Mwah! After you're done recording, remember, sideways on your phone, simply log on to WeTransfer.com, and directly from your phone, you can go into your photo gallery and you can select the video and you can upload it straight there at WeTransfer.com. And in the box, it will ask you who you want to send it to. Send it to Gilbert Gonzalez Jr. TV at gmail.com. Make sure that you label the video this way in either the title or the body. This is my example. Also, make sure that you either message me or add me as a friend on Facebook so that I can make sure that you are tagged when the official video is released. I'm so excited, and I think Celine is gonna love this so much. Can't wait to release them. Mwah! Bye! Je t'aime!
Hope to see you soon.